if someone criticize you, if someone bully you that you are speaking English, you are becoming English, don't worry, avoid them.
Okay, so I believe you came from a small village and you don't get that kind of environment, right? People also saying like why you are learning this language, you can speak with me in Hindi or other language, right? So in that scenario, how did you handle that situation?
Yeah, actually, I used to practice secretly. I used to go to isolated area where no one could I can meet and practice there. And that is the I can understand if you speak English, so no one will understand you in the village, and they will criticize you, they will pull down your legs, they will pull your legs so that you can't do what you are doing. You are doing great things, so that's why they pull your people definitely pull your legs, but avoid them. Is do what you are doing, and when you get success, they will.
Meeting for the first time, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, why not? I would introduce in short way. I'm Yogendra Kumar. I'm from Uttar Pradesh, ITT BCA graduation, and that is my introduction, short introduction.
Okay, so what are your hobbies?
My hobbies are, reading books, talking with strangers, and exploring new things. That is my introduction.
Okay, lovely introduction. And let me introduce myself. So my name is Prashant. I'm based out of Mumbai, Maharashtra, and I'm a working professional. And apart from that, I love traveling and hang out with friends. And I recently started a YouTube channel, Learn from X, where I upload conversation videos and English related content. That's a little bit about myself.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah,
So,
start.
so, so, is there any incident happen with you such a way that you took this much priority to learn this language?
Yeah, you're right. Actually, one accident happened with me that when I was in college, so I had no idea that how to read, how to speak, and so at the time I faced a lot of problems during my examinations. Actually, and due to this language, I failed in three subjects.
Okay.
And then, it shocked me inside out. You know, then I was recommended by my teachers that you should you know learn English speaking so that you can get better job. And I have done BCA, Bachelor of Computer Application, so it's very important to speak English. So that's why I started learning this language, and that is my you know this accident changed me.
Okay, so because of that, you improved your communication skills, and also you mentioned like you have failed in three subjects, right? Due to this language as well. Okay, okay. So is there like after that, do you put any kind of practices in your life so that you have improved so much?
Yeah, actually, at the beginning, during lockdown, I started searching that how would I be able to, and what content should I consume so that I can learn and understand. At the beginning, even I didn't know that how to watch movies and understand. So I started searching, and then one day I found a course, oval course, and which cost 1,000, and where I spent 6 months. And after that another course which was Josh Talks, and where I spent 1 month, 1 year. And after
Okay,
that I started practicing with myself. So it was
okay.
very boring process, practicing with myself. So I one day I was searching for practice pattern. I started practicing with myself in front of mirror and recording by myself. So one day I got this about no I came to know about this application. I downloaded this and I had conversation with a person, and it was very interesting. Then after that I have been continuing since then.
Okay, great. So you have mentioned like you joined the classes, right? So during that classes, do you seen any kind of improvement on yourself?
Yeah, yeah. You know, due to those courses, today I'm speaking English. If I hadn't joined those applications, I would not be able to speak English today.
Okay, so viewers that are watching this video, so they you also recommend them to like join the classes in the beginning?
Yeah, at the beginning they must join. They must buy any courses so that they in the course very basic grammar covered in that courses. So one who want to speak English, they must join any course, and after that start watching movies, listening news, reading books, and then try to write a little bit or practice speaking English.
Okay, so most important, like we have to listen, like four habits we have to build: listening, reading, writing, and speaking, right?
Yeah, one
Right.
more important things, patience.
Yeah, yeah. Patience. You must have patience, right?
You
Right.
fail one times, get up. If someone criticize you, if someone bully you that you are speaking English, you are becoming English, don't worry, avoid them.
Okay, so I believe you came from a small village and you don't get that kind of environment, right? People also saying like why you are learning this language, you can speak with me in Hindi or other language, right? So in that scenario, how did you handle that situation?
Yeah, actually, I used to practice secretly. I used to go to isolated area where no one could I can meet and practice there. And that is the I can understand if you speak English, so no one will understand you in the village, and they will criticize you, they will pull down your legs, they will pull your legs so that you can't do what you are doing great things, so that's why they pull your people definitely pull your legs, but avoid them, is do what you are doing, and when you get success, they will you know get into.
Appreciate your efforts. Appreciate they will appreciate your efforts and you will like they will feel more comfortable as well, right?
Right.
Yeah, yeah, and believe that I saw a lot of people who are coming from like different state, from small village. They are still learning this language and big inspiration to all the people who are learning, eager to learn this language.
Sorry, I didn't get answer.
So I'm saying I also connected with a lot of people from UP, BR. Okay, so where they are like 12th pass out and they are ninth pass out, still they are more focused on learning this language. Okay, so that will be inspiration to all the students who are especially watching this video, right? Because future is in our hands because whatever the things that we do on day-to-day basis, it depends on that activity, like future will depend on that, right?
Yes, right.
Yeah, yeah. And like you mentioned like how many months do you spend on like coaching total?
Yeah, I spent around 1 year, 16 months. 16 months.
16 months on coaching. Okay, after that you will be more comfortable, right? You learn that grammar and pronunciation and how to make sentences and everything, right?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
First questions. Many people say that how to think in English. Do you have any specific idea how to think in English?
So the practices that I have mentioned, like reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Okay, so make an environment in such a way that whatever things you are doing, don't do in your mother tongue. Switch to like this language, whatever language you are learning, whether it's like Hindi to some other language as well. It depends on all the language, whichever language you are learning. Switch your environment such a way like whatever the things you are doing, like from A to Z should be there in that language that you are learning. So your mind will be automatically prepared in a such a way like so you will be also think in that language itself, so you will be more habitual to learn that language.
Yes, right, right. Okay, that's okay. So second, my questions on that is very basic, and it is related to you. Please tell me your daily routine. I want to know your daily routine so that I can learn something from your daily routine.
Okay, great. So I already mentioned I'm a working professional. So most of the time I spend on my office, and apart from that, I used to get 3 to 4 hours. Okay. And in that, I spend like 30 minutes on audio conversation with the different applications that I believe you also know that. And apart from that, before going for the bed, I used to journal the things that I did for like in the office and after came out, like after like whatever the time I permits, I will journal all those things on a day-to-day basis, and I will check the grammar on using chat GPT. Okay, I will rectify the grammars that if I'm making any mistakes, and that's it.
Okay, that's great. So I learned one things from your daily routine that I should also, join ChatGPT. It will help me to improve my spoken English. Yeah, that's okay. I will do.
True, true,
Okay,
true.
so
Because
my
the chat GPT, right? In the chat GPT, if you write your entire like the let's say
um,
I'm wake up at like 9 a.m. and then till
yeah, I
11 p.m.
it.
and you can mention everything in that, and you can ask the chat GPT to fix the grammar, and it will share the like rectified version of the message.
I got it. So my third questions. There is your one myth in English speaking. It's been in trending that you can speak English in 1 month, in 3 months, and in 6 months. What is your opinion? Definitely really anyone can speak English in 1 month or 6 months, or is it only fake?
So it depends on our perspective. Okay, okay. If you know basic English, you can also speak with other person. The main agenda of this language is to like whatever the thoughts that are there in your mind, the other person should be able to understand. Okay, because of that we are learning this language, right? Because let's say if we speak in Hindi, then other person don't know that Hindi, then I will face a lot of difficulties. Okay, so why I'm learning Hindi? Because I want to able to translate my thoughts to the other person such a way that he will be able to understand. Okay, so this applies to all the languages. So you have mentioned like 1 month, 6 months, or 1 year. There is no specific duration for any language. It depends on the hard work that you put on your side, and kind of practices you will apply. And if you spend more hours on this language, you will learn very quickly. And if you want to grow, like if you want to become an advanced speaker and like that, and every language has different kind of levels in that. So if you want to become more advanced, then spend more time on that, more habitual to the language, and you will be more advanced speaker. And there I don't think so there is any specific duration as of now. Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. So my fourth questions. Speak about your mother for a while. I want to know about your mother.
Okay, great. So my mother is very great person. I got to inspire a lot of from her because she wake up at around 7 o'clock, and till before going to the bed, she very hardworking person, and I got to learn a lot of things from her, especially having the patience and how to handle the like complicated situations as well, and how to think about the future, like whatever the things I am doing right now. Okay, and I was able to think about the future, and as well as how to manage the money. Like we don't need to spend money on like the things that we don't require. Okay, and how to handle like how to grow as a family. Like our professional life is also important, our personal life is also important. Okay, and be disciplined, whatever you are doing, be disciplined on that and be consistent on that. Okay, and these are the like qualities that I mentioned. I got to learn from my mother, and she's hardworking and she's inspired to me especially. And whenever she feel very ill as well, like whenever she feel not good in health, still she will figure out to she will do all the household chores and everything. And I really felt very blessed with
Okay, that
my mother.
yeah, great. That's great. I you know. So my fifth questions: if you are given two things, book, books and a teacher, what would you choose and why?
Okay, so I will choose two books as well as teacher. Okay, so teacher, because teacher has gained a lot of experience. Okay, because of that, teacher has here to teach me where I will rectify my mistakes because of the teaching. Okay, and teacher will rectify me because if I'm making any grammar mistakes, any kind of mistakes, and like the teacher will be able to rectify me, and after that I will be able to improve myself so that I will become a good speaker. Okay, and apart from like book is very important. Well, while if you read some sentences, right, they got to understand like the kind of sentences they are making in the book and the kind of vocabulary they use in the book, and we can pick that vocabulary during the sentences, and from that we can search on the Google. From there we can got to know this vocabulary is used in this sentence. From there we can use in the daily conversation as well.
Okay, that's okay. So you will choose both. Yeah, that's great.